happened to be passing, and I thought you might like some coffee.
Oh, that's very nice of you. Thank you.
Cream? No, thank you. I take it black. Like my man.
God damn, Jimmy. This is some serious gourmet shit. Me and Vincent would have been satisfied with some freeze-dried Taster's Choice, right? And he springs this serious gourmet shit on us. What flavor is this?
Yo, what is up? What's going on? Good morning. Good morning. How's everybody doing? Welcome. I hope you got some coffee because we got some good shit to talk about. I'm already cussing, so if you haven't already, subscribe, like, share, help it get out there because this video has already been demonetized. You can't cuss that fast on YouTube, but who gives a shit? This is my channel. You're not going to hold me back and make me do what I don't want to do. I'm going to talk about what I want and act the way I want to act, right? So if you haven't, like the video. We got some cool shit to talk about. More specifically, the things I like. If you haven't read the title, we got BLOODBORNE movie news because FromSoft is fucking steamrolling. Not only they started an actual cinematic universe with Elden Ring, an actual legit movie, but Sekiro's already been completed and drawn, and now they're talking about doing a Bloodborne movie. We'll discuss what we know, and I'll show you some stuff from CinemaCon, which Chris Gore and Alan Ng are out there. I think it's in San Diego. I'm not sure. They dropped a video. They've been out there the past yesterday. They're out there today. I guess it's all freaking week, and they dropped some Spider-Man stuff. So grab some coffee. Let's talk about it. All right. If you're new here to the channel, again, subscribe and let's
just finishing up my coffee and then it's back to work.
All right. Let's get some coffee and get back to work, ladies and gentlemen. So, what is on the agenda? What is the ups, my ladies and gentlemen? What is the ups? Let's go right into my let me remove this. I should probably invest in StreamYard. So it'll make it so much easier because like the things behind you guys can't see it moves it fast. I can have cool transitions. If I continue to do this, I'll invest in StreamYards for us. All right, so I can make it more fun. Like let's watch this video from Chris Gore, Alan Ng, Film Threat, live from CinemaCon day one. And more specifically, I got it stopped in one place because I want to discuss where it is.
Tax.
TUI and a second.
Let's talk about the biggest movie at CinemaCon today. Spider-Man Brand New Day. They released 2 new teaser posters, which you can see here. This one is kind of reminiscent of other classic Spider-Man posters. Is that Spider-Man, kind of Spider-Man 2? I don't know.
AI needs to be stopped. That is the shittiest picture of Zendaya's like face, like cropped and put into the fucking the Spider-Man's eyeball I've ever fucking seen. That is a shitty fucking AI picture. Does anybody else notice that? I wish I knew how to zoom in because if I knew how to fucking zoom in, I would zoom in on this shit. You'd be like, oh my God, it's horrible. It doesn't, it looks like her hair even looks all fucked up. They put the skyline in first, and then they photoshopped her over top of it. And that's their promotional material for Spider-Man. This is a bad fucking poster. I know it's supposed to look like other posters like the Spider-Man came out. Let me look up and see if I can find some other Spider-Man posters. What one is that supposed to be? Spider-Man, I think that's supposed to be 2, The Amazing Spider-Man, because it's supposed to be what's her face? Gwen Stacy, right? Isn't that Gwen Stacy in the reflection? It's not Mary Jane, or is it Mary Jane? Spider-Man posters. Let me hit Spider-Man posters and just see what comes up, and see if any of them look like that, and I'll see which one they're trying to mimic and mock, because that is fucking horrible. Like that one, there's nobody in the eyeball though. That is some AI slop if I've ever seen. Like that one, nobody's in the eyeball. This one, that's a city skyline, but I'm trying to find out like what the fuck they're mimicking. What was it like? This is that it? The Amazing Spider-Man 2? The Amazing Spider-Man 2 poster? And that's what I thought, that's what I assumed it would be from. Right? So I can't exit fucking full screen. How do I pull that up? So let me move this and see if I hope it goes full screen when I do this. Stop screen, share screen. Would it be that one or that one? That one. Right? But I don't know if I can get it bigger. Hopefully I can get it bigger and it doesn't fucking make it be like, oh, that's a different page now, does like, oh, is it? There we go. So I guess they're trying to mimic this, right? Is that what they're trying to mimic? Right? But look how much better that fucking looks. You actually, because that's a scene. This is just fucking drawn compared to a stop fucking screen. There's got to be a way I can just hit let's try this again, Rock. Let's figure this out. So if I'm right here, right? I'm like, well, what about this? Well, did that just switch? No, it fucking doesn't. Why would it do that? That's just switching it for me. Can I switch screen here? No. So you got to remove the whole fucking thing? That's fucking stupid. That'll be a feature they implement for paid people that I'm not going to be paying for. So that compared to this. This is real. It's not fucking, a cartoon. But isn't this fucking the other one like that looks fucking Photoshop like 101. Marvel Studios with their CGI, with their promotional materials, they're looking really fucking high school, very generic. No thought into them. No, it's basic. If this isn't a good picture. I did see another picture that if I can find it, what I thought was way better they should have put out, but I didn't see anybody else playing out. Here we go. This one's from Twitter. I saw a way better picture on Twitter that I would have put this shit out before I put anything else out because that thing to me looks fucking stupid. This promotional material, I know why they didn't because nobody knows who the fuck this is. I guess this is the whoever, some dragons or bullshit. I don't fucking know. The hand. But that looks fucking cool. I'd much rather have this poster, and I don't know who the fuck these people are, than the MJ where it looks like it's been photoshopped and cropped, and you can see the fucking lines where they're cropping around her hair and overlaying it over top of a cityscape that was superimposed in an eyeball, and it looked like they asked AI to fucking do it, not even be like, hey, this looks fucking choppy. Add a filter, add some kind of like. If you know how to use tools like that, you'd be like, it looks so fucking generic. There's no kind of opaqueness to it, no focal distance, and it makes it look like this image was placed on top of that image, and then we're gonna crop it out to make it fit into the eyeball. This is an actual image, and I like that. This is a good poster. I'm down with this poster. Spider-Man Brand New Day is probably gonna be the fucking, in my opinion, one of the best movies out this summer. Summer movie, exactly. I want the Odyssey to be, but it's going to be a niche market for everybody. Not everybody's going to be into that, Me, I'm a Spider-Man fanatic. This guy looks like he knows what he's doing or has a good idea on like how to start his own Spider-Man trilogy. So far, it looks all right, man. That poster looks fucking stupid. Get rid of the Zendaya poster. I don't want to see that anymore. Coffee's hitting. You go a couple days without coffee, man. When you drink that shit, it's like, wow, it's amazing. That poster's pretty awesome. I'm glad I looked that up. That's a fucking awesome poster. But this ain't gonna work. Am I wrong? Does that look horrible? I don't know how to zoom in, but I wish I did because I want to zoom in just to look at the damn picture of like Zendaya and like how cropped it is. I can do that. It'll probably make it bigger, right? Look at that. Okay, they actually added a little bit of like the eyeball to it. You know, like the way the eyeball has like some little pixels in it. You can actually they actually pixelated over top of it to make it look. Man, that looks awful. Like where is she standing? By herself with nothing in the background. It doesn't make sense as a photo. Like these, you know, like this is what Marvel Studios has nowadays. That's garbage. But I heard they had Chris Gore. They actually saw the first 6 minutes of the movie, and Chris talks about it. They went through and when they talk what they talk about, if you watch the trailers, it makes complete sense. So it's just like he says it's like Spider-Man without having Spider-Man. It's just like a reunion scene, walking into a diner, him recollecting, seeing Ned, trying to give Ned a letter, but when Ned he's about to give Ned the letter, something happens and it triggers him to be like, oh shit, to go to this place, and they end up seeing MJ. Let me
But they revealed these posters. I'll show the other one here for Spider-Man Brand New Day. What is it? Oh, it's funny. Somebody's already memed it.
That's not it.
Oh, that's fan made.
It's the one with the ninjas. It's the one with the ninjas.
They put the real MJ in his eyeball. They didn't. Look.
That's not it. That's not.
Is that the real? Oh no, that's Zendaya. My bad. I thought that was fucking.
Not it.
Oh, that's fan made.
It's the one with the ninjas. It's the one with the ninjas.
The one with the ninjas. Yeah, let me go back here.
Maybe I know she posted.
Oh, should I?
Sure, it is the original Spider-Man costume.
I just realized I'm not following her.
This shit's hilarious. Watch.
It looks good. I just realized I'm not following.
Rest assured,
talking about Grace Randolph.
The original Spider-Man costume.
Watch this.
Yeah, I mean, it looks good. I just realized I'm not following her.
What?
I'm not following her. Here we go. Here's the other poster with the ninjas. So there you go.
We saw flashes of this in action.
Now, here's what we did see.
Here we go.
We saw a scene from the movie that's early on in the movie where Ned, Peter Parker's at like kind of a coffee shop sitting around. Ned comes in, picks up supplies for a party, stumbles back to his apartment. Peter Parker kind of follows him and goes to the apartment party. MJ shows up. We saw sort of a piece of
or
that
MJ
scene.
lives there. MJ lives there with Ned.
Right. We saw a piece of that scene in the trailer.
MJ lives there with Ned. She's falling off.
They showed the extended, like the
I don't
whole
want to give it away.
scene. It feels like an indie movie. It feels very earnest. Indie.
Yeah. So it's a party scene, and it looked like a real, actual party scene that young adults would put on. You know, to just hang out and drink
With red Solo cups, drinking and hanging.
And the tone. I mean, if you didn't know this was a Spider-Man movie, you would swear this is just a indie film.
Yeah.
And then the part where he has the flowers. And it's like, oh, you're a friendly neighbor. And then it's revealed that MJ has a boyfriend.
Dun dun dun! MJ's got a boyfriend. MJ's living with Ned as a roommate, and apparently he's going out with a new dude. I'm like, that happened pretty quick. I know you forgot Peter Parker's Spider-Man and all, but did you forget that you had a boyfriend as well, and that maybe you should give it a little bit of time? Apparently not.
And we see the boyfriend make out.
And then Peter drops his head and walks away.
So that's what I think is cool. Like the first part of the movie is going to be a legit movie. It's like he's starting over, so they have to restart the trilogy too. And now it's a whole new director, director and not producer, director and writer. So they got to kind of establish their own Spider-Man. This gives them the ability to do that by starting fresh. They should nix MJ and bring in a legit Mary Jane or introduce Gwen Stacy, which they're probably going to save for Miles Morales. We'll get there because that's part of his story. Even though it's actually part of Peter's story, they've made her the love interest for Miles, and now it keeps MJ or Mary Jane. This gives room for an actual Mary Jane to come in and to like just get rid of MJ. She can be, she doesn't remember him. They have no fucking connection unless he breaks the spell. This is kind of pointless. It's just keeping Zendaya around because it's his wife. You can bring a legit MJ in, a redhead that fits the fucking character, and we can stop the race swaps and probably get back on board. I know everybody's allowing it, but come on, man.
And they did show a quick snippet of him about to go head to head with the ninjas, and he's older and more mature. He is different in this than we've seen him. As sort of this like wide-eyed kid, that acts like a kid his age. He's older, more mature in this. It was very just in that one scene in the snippet with the ninjas, he kind of goofs with them in typical Spider-Man fashion.
I'm ready for it, bro. Like I said, they've showed me enough. It looks good. I can't fucking wait. Spider-Man is my number one. It's a toss-up between him and Batman. They're both my favorite. Batman, Spider-Man, but they're completely different. So I can't be like, which one's your favorite? This is my favorite Marvel. This is my favorite DC. And it's okay to have. You can't just have one comic fan. That's like saying you got one video game character as your best character. Everybody holds a different place and has a different placeholder. To me, Spider-Man is the epitome of like growing up, coming of age. You get one of those like, because it has to deal with real life situations. And I'm ready for it, man. The less I know about it, I'm kind of glad that it was supposed to come out before or after fucking Doomsday, because now that they're putting out before because they pushed Doomsday back, they're being real secretive on it. They're not showing anything because there's probably some kind of spoiler for Doomsday in it. And all it does is makes it better for somebody like me that doesn't want to know shit when I go into the fucking cinemas. I want to be like, dude, who the fuck are these red karate people? Are they tied to Shang Tsung's fucking 10 Rings sister or whatnot? I don't want to know anything. The less I know, the better. If I go in there, I'm like, oh God, it's Thanos. He's going to get the gauntlet. He's going to collect all the stones this time. He's going to snap them at the end of them. They're all going to go. We discuss movies and we go over top of them, but trailers lately have been giving way too fucking much away. You should be able to make a trailer with the first 15, 20, 30 minutes of it, no more than 1/3 of the beginning of the movie without showing the setup, the drop in between, oh my God, the turncoat. If you understand writing, we could probably see where it's going, but we should never see. A lot of movies the past couple of years have shown the fucking last fucking bit of the movie in the trailer. You won't notice that because you haven't seen the movie until you go back and watch the trailers later and be like, holy shit, they showed that in the fucking trailer. It's Mortal Kombat comes out next month. Ramping up, bro. If you haven't seen the popcorn boxes, I don't know if I got room for it, but maybe we can find room for the Shao Kahn head. That looks fucking awesome. Spider-Man, can't wait. But we got a whole bunch of news. Not only did we get Spider-Man, we got Miles Morales news too. You know that? We only got a little bit of Miles Morales news because I'm a fucking Miles Morales fanatic. I got to show it. We only got a little bit. If you're a fan of Miles Morales, like I am, the new Beyond the Spider-Verse got a release date for June 18th, 2027. And we got a few pictures to go with it. We got Miles and his pops. That to me looks like it's going to be a flashback because Miles is the age he was in Across the Spider-Verse. And they have other pictures that go where he gets older. I can't tell who that is. I can't tell if that's Prowler or if that's fucking Spider-Man 2099. I can't really tell because it's all black. I don't know if they colored it for that reason. I think Spider-Man 2099 has like a cape though, right? Or like he has like red shit going around. I'll have to look to see who this is. But the fucking artwork is just as sick as the last movie. Right here. Gonna save your dad. Fucking badass. Hobie Brown, motherfucking Spider-Punk. The animation, again, I love it. I love how his is always flashing, going out and changing. Looks like when people used to take like the magazines and make the ransom notes. His shit's always flashing in and out. I fucking love it. We got a picture here which looks like, I don't know if this is Miles grown up, and that's supposed to be Uncle Aaron who's Rastafarian out, but Uncle Aaron kind of looks, they kind of look the same age. So I'm like, I guess this is Uncle Aaron and this is Miles, but I don't think this is him though, right? This is probably like because Miles from the new universe, where at the end of the second one, we, like in the new Miles, the Miles Morales, the fucking Prowler Miles, his uncle is still alive. And see how it's purple and green? This must be the Prowler Spider, either they're looking into the future, for good limbs, or this is the end of the fucking movie. And he lives, and Uncle Aaron lives, and they go on and realize they don't have to be criminals or some shit, which I just talked about. You just showed the fucking end of the fucking movie, the last scene right here. You haven't showed us anything yet. That was probably most likely the last fucking scene. But yo, I'm a fan of it. I love it, man. They showed us a lot. We finally got a fucking release date. June 18th, 2027. So about a year to go. A little more than a year. But we haven't heard shit about this movie forever. They haven't showed us any pictures of it. We heard it got pushed back. It got pushed back because it had a lot of story, more importantly, animation. The fucking crazy 120 frames animation, 120 frames per second was a lot for these people to be drawing. And when I watched the Blu-ray for Across the Spider-Verse, there's a lot of, when it's 120 frames per second, you can pause it in one frame. It'll be a completely fucking Easter egg. You had no idea that it'll just be one frame of a picture. That's how good the animation is. Fucking fantastic. So they're going to step their game up to this because it's going to be a trilogy. It's going to end the Spider-Verse trilogy, Miles' story, and the animation most likely lead into the MCU, the legit MCU. Why do I say that, Rock? Let's go down and find it. Where is it? I got to remove it because it might give some spoilers away if I do. Why do I say that, Rock? Because if we go down here, it says Sony reportedly plans to develop a Miles Morales live-action movie on its own instead of partnering with Marvel. You know why? They're trying to use Kingpin as a cuck pin instead of using him the proper fucking way as a low-level Spider-Man main villain, the Kingpin of fucking New York City. They're trying to make him a cuck and replace him with Lord only fucking knows. They're probably not going to kill Vanessa like they do in the in Across the Spider-Verse. They'll probably kill fucking Kingpin and make Vanessa. Oh, I remember. I need to be just like Vincent or Wilson, whatever his fucking name is, because they have to have girl bosses in Disney. But Sony, he makes money for them. I don't know why Marvel's pushing back. Marvel doesn't want them to be able to have any kind of leverage either. If he comes out, they make a movie, it's successful, like next year's Beyond the Success Spider-Verse is going to be. That gives them leverage in the next time they want to make a deal for Spider-Man, and they can be like, "Well, you need us, Marvel, you need us." Really, we don't, because they've been going on without them for a while, and they do the same fucking movies though. It's a lot of the time it's their creative decisions. Craven the Hunter, Morbius actually looked decent. It looked visually the way the comic book is supposed to look. It wasn't written decent, and it had some weird acting choices because Sony does have to save fucking money. They need to do more of when they do Uncharted. I had a decent time with Uncharted. It didn't make the money it could have because they deviate a little bit, but it was still close enough to Uncharted 4 to where if they do more of that, they'll make cash. Stick to what they know. And their Spider-Mans, they did Spider-Man before anybody else did. They try to do some weird shit in Amazing Spider-Man 2 with a weird director where he was skateboarding and fucking playing around with they did dumb shit instead of focusing on the fundamentals, is what I like to call it, the main story. I'm a spider. I got bit. You got to show a little bit of the fucking villain that we're setting up. Keep a love story, and and show so he has morals. And then somewhere along the line, he's going to lose those morals or question his morals when somebody close to him is, perishes, taken, because that's what happens in every fucking one. That's what makes it a relatable movie. You have a relationship that you're dealing with while you're trying to juggle the fucking ins and out of schools, life, work, your family, and then at the end, also got something secretive I don't want people to know I'm doing in the background, whether that's a project or you're a fucking superhero, which nobody really is. But remember the 90s when everyone would be a superhero? The one guy was selling ecstasy and fucking who was the real life? What was his name? The real life superhero guy that was selling E? Y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. All right, let's see what else we got. We got some really good news for the gamers out there. If you're a gamer, strap in. Strap in and strap on. We talked about this last week, and I thought this was a fucking joke. The reason why I thought this was a joke is because it says Bloodborne 2 announcement. PS6 is in good hands even before the launch. I said, this is AI generated, right? This is just AI trying to fucking get some clicks. Is it? Because the past 3 or 4 years, we get shit like this, right? And somebody like, no, this is fake. It's AI. Man. And then you fast forward, you'll be able to go back and say, this was real. You know why I'm saying that? Faye, a God of War story. We've already heard about that. Ryan Kennel made a fucking video about that almost a month ago now. They're doing a God of War story about Faye. Because why wouldn't they? Because that chick that's in Daredevil is a voice actress, and she does CGI. We can use her for a lot less because women are only 73% of the dollar, right? So why not go for cheaper? When you factor in Faye, a God of War story, Last of Us 3, which that's their bread and butter, they're going to make that. Why wouldn't they make Last of Us 3? Spider-Man 3, that's going to complete the trilogy, final chapter. And then Uncharted 5, they've made the movie. Uncharted 4 was fucking successful. And Naughty Dog is still a fucking company that is under the Sony umbrella. So when I say all that put together, why would Bloodborne 2 not be feasible? Right? Makes sense to me. And if Bloodborne 2 is feasible, why not start with getting everybody into the story by, I don't know, making an R-rated movie produced by Jacksepticeye? YouTuber Jacksepticeye is partnering with Sony to make an R-rated animated Bloodborne movie. That's the trilogy. That's the Trinity, baby, right there. We got the Elden Ring movie. Soon to have Sekiro anime, hand-drawn, coming out the end of this year. And it's going to be animated, so it's going to take a second. We're about to get a fucking R-rated Bloodborne movie. And my man said, I'm going to do everything in my power to make this the best Bloodborne movie adaptation possible. Bro, with the fans, with him being a fan, a gamer, a YouTuber, I'm excited for the popcorn buckets. If they don't have some awesome fucking popcorn buckets, I don't know what we could have. I would like the little fucking well with like the little ones, inhabitants of the dream. And then maybe I can like open up the inhabitants and get my popcorn and shut the inhabitants back. Bro, imagine that. If we had a fucking well we could put our popcorn in, and the top of it was the little ones. And each one had a different fucking top hat or bow on. There's like 5 of them. I think there's like 6 of them. You open it up, get the popcorn. You can shut it back. Bro, this is going to be sick. FromSoft is steamrolling the entertainment. They got an actual cinematic movie now that I think is going to be at least a 2-part, if not trilogy. Because we've been talking about it. Everybody's like, do you think Elden Ring could be its own cinematic universe? Yeah. Elden Ring itself could be a 2-part movie easily without trying. If you wanted to make it a trilogy and set it up to where each one ends with a fucking cinematic fucking battle, fight, explosion, and then like drop like what the fuck? You can do that. You can also leave it to where you can be like, hey, isn't Night Rain part of this? Yeah, you could go back and do a Dark Souls movie trilogy, and at the end of that, tied into the end of Elden Ring, which would be soon to be a Night Rain. They got so much possibilities with stories. Even better. Shout out to my homegirl on Twitter. She's a fucking straight Bloodborne fan. I was like, when she was one of the first people to talk about this, I marked it. I was like, let's fucking go. We got Elden Ring, Sekiro, and Bloodborne. And then she said, and soon to be Armored Core cartoon. I was like, Armored Core cartoon? Dude, DA and the boys on Anime Nights are about to be eating fucking good because this shit is anime as a motherfucker. I'm going to assume he's going to go manga. This I don't know how he's going to do this. If we saw Super Mario Brothers, the part with Star Fox, it's got to be looking like that. Obviously dark, but it's got to look fucking anime. If it's anime, bro, we're fucking in. Look, R-rated Bloodborne is in the works. Jacksepticeye is developing the film, bro. This is gonna be fucking sick. I can't believe a YouTuber is about to develop fucking a Bloodborne game. Isn't that insane? That's fucking awesome. YouTube is coming up. You know, it's funny because when I was driving my nephew to school the other day, and he was asking me about MegaCon, and you know, somehow like when a celebrity came up. Oh, Butcher. He was talking about the boys. I was like, oh, I think he was at fucking MegaCon. Butcher for the boys. Like, really? Did you meet him? I was like, you know, I didn't meet any fucking celebrities. I was more impressed with wanting to meet YouTubers. YouTubers are the current celebrities nowadays. He's like, I wanted to meet Snarky J. I wanted to meet Gary from Nerdrotic. I want to meet all the boys that I fucking know online. I've never met in person. You know, they're more in my sphere than Alex Baldwin. You know? So it's pretty funny, like, YouTubers are doing it. Shout out to Jacksepticeye for locking that down with Sony and being able to get an animated fucking Bloodborne movie off the ground, working with Sony, which means they're still doing shit with Bloodborne. Are we gonna get a Bloodborne 2? Or even better, an update for the original one anytime soon? Maybe when PS6 comes out, a PS6 fucking Bloodborne remake. I prefer a PS5 so we can all have it, but god damn, man. We're actually getting something with fucking Bloodborne. Isn't that insane? After all these fucking years? And I know why, I didn't mean that. You know, and this is why Marvel doesn't want to do it with, so Marvel doesn't want Sony's help. They don't want Sony doing it. This is why, right here. Who saw this? Disney has laid off nearly the entire visual department team at Marvel Studios. Only a skeleton crew remains in place to coordinate hiring on a per-project basis. This would make sense why we got that shitty-ass fucking poster I was talking about earlier. You're like, it's Sony, Rock. It's Marvel. It's Sony Marvel. When you see that Sony Spider-Man, they've come out with way better posters than this. Way better fucking marketing. But since it's Sony Marvel Studios, the current Marvel Studios fucking CGI and outsourcing, whoever the studio they're going to, sucks. That's why you get a superimposed MJ in the eyeball, and it looks like it's been cropped out, and it's a sticker placed on top of a fucking line that they're like, a fucking graffiti artist could have done better. It made it look more realistic. They could have spray painted a fucking poster and made it look more realistic than that digital whoever had a fucking degree did. It's sad, man. This so if you're in the industry and you're looking, they're one of the biggest studios you go to. I want to work for Disney. Can't work for Disney. Can't work for Epic. Epic, you know, Fortnite, they just fucking fired over 1,000 people. They're laying off their entire, so everybody's laying off. This is what happens when a recession starts. When these big companies are the first ones to start laying off, then these big people, all these people try to start flooding the market for the smaller companies. And there's nowhere to go because these big companies pay a lot of money. It trickles down. The Reaganomics that they swear doesn't work, but they're liberal fucking companies. It sucks, man. Here it is right here. This is one of the reasons. We talk about this all the time. I'm curious who told him to say this. Chris Gore said, Pedro Pascal and Florence Pugh are the latest actors to condemn Paramount buying Warner Brothers. in an open letter that's now been signed by more than 2,000 Hollywood names. Listen to this bullshit because David Ellison bought HBO Max, right? And they're about to merge Paramount with HBO Max, and he voted for Trump. Oh no, my boss is going to be a Trump supporter now, and he's not going to be like James Gunn, stiffing every vagina that walks by and be like, "Oh, you're fine, you're gay," right? He might actually say, "Work, no fucking identity politics. If it looks like this, make it like this." Do it fucking normal fundamentals. So look at what these all these yahoos. It's funny. They sign a letter saying this. Now that I explained this, you got all liberals in Hollywood, right? And they're scared that they might have one Republican come to be their boss. Now that I've said that, listen to the fucking letter they signed. We are deeply concerned by indications of support for this merger that prioritize the interest of a small group of powerful stakeholders over the broader public good. Broader public good. The integrity, independence, and diversity of our industry would be grievously compromised by having an outside opinion, by having a differing opinion, somebody telling you there's not a fucking yes man, not the whole goddamn time, actually saying, you know what, here's some constructive criticism. That would be grievously compromised, read the letter. Competition is essential for a healthy economy and a healthy democracy. Then why are you fighting this? In this fucking letter they signed, it says competition is essential for a healthy economy and a healthy democracy. So we need to make sure this doesn't go through because we can't have any competition or outside thought making us think that we're stupid. Everything they're saying in this letter goes against what they're trying to fucking stop. So is the thoughtful regulation and enforcement. Media consolidation has already weakened one of America's most vital global industries, one that has long shaped culture and connected people around the world. If media consolidation, that's what you're claiming, media consolidation is weakened one of America's that's not what's weakened one of America's most vital global industries. It's fucking shallow thinking. It's closed-minded people, gatekeepers, not allowing one person to come in, over 2,000 people freaking the fuck out, signing petitions before it even fucking happens. This is the reason that you all are still making them, you high dollar assholes, still make all the money that you don't fucking deserve, but not for much longer. These two get paid. You think they give a fuck about if I'm an actor and I make barely enough to get by every year and you don't know who the fuck I am? You think they give a fuck about me? They don't. Do they? They don't fucking care. These two get paid a lot of fucking money. And it's always the same 2,000 dipshits, Mark Ruffalo's, Pedro Pascal's, Florence Pugh's. But you have to pledge allegiance in Hollywood, because if you say something like Gina Carano or Zachary Levi, you get the boot. It's a union. You have to love everybody. And by love everybody, I mean pledge allegiance to one side. There's about to be a crazy layoffs in Hollywood. I don't know what to tell them. I hope HBO Max is great. I love HBO. Some of the projects they fucking have are fantastic, man. That dude that does It right now, if you want to be a diverse company and have a whole bunch of different people write diverse stories, he did a great job doing that. And I didn't feel like it was fucking being rammed down my throat. Pause. You know? It felt he knew what he was doing. When you try to force all this shit, which a lot of these companies do, you're gonna have to work with some people. These nepo babies, all these fucking they get coddled so much they can't even work with somebody that has a differing opinion. If they hear somebody voted for Trump, they fucking flip out. They're gonna walk off the set. They're gonna fucking boycott. It's like, dude, that's how we get Daredevil season episode 5 last night, with the stupidest writing that looks like somebody from high school wrote. When Vanessa got her head fucking hit in the hospital, right? She has to play the glasses like, I called you in, doctor. What is your name? Doctor. That's how people greet. Hello, doctor. I heard you're the best in your field. I am the best in my field. Whatever that field is, I couldn't tell you because I'm fresh out of high school. My job is to write, and I don't know what doctors do. So if you go back and watch the scene where Daredevil or Kingpin is like Vanessa just enters the hospital and he's talking to this fucking doctor, I swear a fourth grader wrote it. I'm not lying. AI can't even be this fucking stupid. And she started to question, why? Well, because only certain people are allowed to write. Because this being Daredevil, it's probably a show about lawyers. And isn't so-and-so's daughter a lawyer or practicing lawyer? She can write this, to make some money for her. She's probably trying to be a lawyer, and it costs a lot of money to go to school. If we give her this job on Daredevil, she'll be able to have some money to pay off her student loans. You can fucking see the nepotism and the bullshit that they do. And then we get some watered-down product like Daredevil last night, which I'm going to chop just that fucking scene so people can see the masterclass and how not to write anything. And how when a retard tries to write something about a scene, like, I'm a gamer. What games do you play? The game kind. Do you have fun playing game? Game fun. That's how basic the writing was. Like, you could tell, wait, you're writing a scene about video games. Never thought to be like, what kind of video games are out there right now? Oh, they got an Xbox. They got a PlayStation. They do no background information. So when you get to the point to where it's like, I need a doctor. Thank you, doctor. What does brain surgery, head trauma doctors? You know what? I'm not even going to Google it. I hear you're the best in your field. Nobody's better in your field at doing what you do. We need to do better. And Katie from All My Dual Shocks, nobody's really into filmmaking anymore. I disagree. People like me are into filmmaking, but it's gatekeeping. I wouldn't be allowed to be there because the second I walked in the door, they have all these little spies, these little whistleblowers that'll be like, who you voting for in 2028? The fuck does that matter? It matters. They'll do everything they can to get your personal life, which they swear they want to be private. The out shooter is not one of them. And we need David Ellison to come in here, forced to lay off a lot of people because that's what happened in the merger. They hate the fact that a lot of people are going to be laid off, most likely the dead weight, the ones that have been hired on because they're just friends of friends and they have the same ideology. They got to go. They ain't producing shit. And if I need somebody, we're going to replace them with somebody that actually fits the bill. Now, I'm not looking at political party. I'm not looking at your fucking hair dye. If you walk in there with my hair like this right now, I shouldn't know who the fuck you're voting for. I could dye this on the weekend with spray colors and you never fucking know. I could put in a fucking fake fucking nose ring. I'm an actor. You never fucking know, right? That's how it should be. And then we get better product. I mean, the Odyssey is the last chance for diversity in entertainment. When they made Helen of Troy, which I know the story, our books lied to us in high school. The storybooks lied to us. But what we all know or have come to know doesn't need to be changed for something big like that theatrical when Hollywood's on its last fucking leg and it's relying on stuff like that. The Lupita Nyong'os, they're not. She can never fucking work again, and I guarantee she'll be fine. It's the people like me that want to be actors, my nephews, my nieces that are on the come up, that are like, hey, I want to be an actor one day, to be able to have the opportunity, not to be a fucking nepo baby like Millie Alcock. Al, you sick bastards. Yeah, she's a fucking nepo baby. If you watch YouTube, you ever seen the fucking thing like, oh, you live in New York? How much you pay? Can I check out your apartment? Every single one of those kids is most likely an actor and a nepo baby. You're like, wow, how did they get this apartment for $750? Because their fucking millionaire fucking mom gave it to them. You don't get a $750 apartment. Oh, I got a $6,000 apartment in Upper Manhattan. How the fuck you pay for that? It's gifted to them. They're fucking nepo babies. Millie Alcock was on the fucking thing. And I saved something for Millie Alcock. Ooh. That's not it, but we can play that. I saved something. Did I bookmark it? Maybe I didn't bookmark it. But Millie Alcock was talking shit, and she was, and we just need we need more gatekeeping, but we need less gatekeeping on their side. It's time to remove the gates and break them down and to what they say yesterday. The scales have been fucking. What did they say in Daredevil? The scales have been served to justice. I fucking forget. That's what we need right now. Hollywood is all here, and there's it's not two-sided. It's one-sided thoughts. We need to bring it back, and it'll only increase our entertainment value. Same with video gaming. Video gaming with like the Sweet Baby Inc. bullshit. They do all these stupid little like side missions that nobody really wants to do, and it just fucking waters down the product. Look at I found this earlier. I just figured I'd highlight it. If you're going to date, which one? Any ideas? I think we put that up while it's up here. Yeah, I know you said it earlier, but I was ranting. I missed it. Shout out to my boy Oslot in the chat, man. Appreciate you coming through today, man. I hope y'all have a good one, man. Everybody's doing good. Today's Wednesday, my dudes. We are going to do a stream for 420 on Monday. I'm going to watch a concert. I'm going to go live for 8 normal time I do. I don't think they'll nuke my stream. I'm going to watch a concert. We're going to do some things like how to roll a cigar. We're going to hang out and probably do 4 hours, 20 minutes of coffee drinking, concert playing. We'll have a relaxation station set up. Maybe if anybody wants to come through, I'm going to invite my boy Abe because he should be off. And yeah, man. We're gonna celebrate for 420. I'm not gonna do bonfires and beers this weekend because if I do, I'll be out of town. So I'll probably go live Friday, driving up to Maryland. 'Cause I'm going to DC. So we'll do some drive. We'll go up there and be like, what up? I'll do some with that little fucking microphone I got. I gotta get better at driving, doing some, and maybe we'll do a members only stream on there Saturday. Have some fun. Let me see what else I might have missed. Let me see what else I might have missed. If I did miss anything. Those are nice, aren't they? Which one? Either or, it doesn't matter. We'll take them both. Developing Miles Morales is Miles Morales. Gary, he's lying again. Gary's lying again. Miles Morales. I saw this shit and this is hilarious. You want to see some funny shit? I'll get hit for the music, but you got to hear it with the music too. So this is fucking hilarious. I don't know who did this, but I love it.
Oh yes. You are my eyes, and I'm ready to go. Lead me into the light. Infect me with your love, fill me with your poison. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh yes.
They didn't mess with that dude so bad, man. Eric Butts. So if you don't know who that is, fucking Mr. Grizzly be fucking jonesing on him. He's one of the shills, right? That poor guy has over 100,000 subscribers. They're all bots. Because if you ever go to his channel, he'll have 1, 2 views. I'm like, damn, I get more than that. I only have a fucking 1,000. This poor, I mean, I'm not even lying. Every single one of his fucking, and it must be Mr. Grizzly. Mr. Grizzly must be the 1 or 2 views to go in there and capture some footage and then rolls out. Like somebody like that is capturing that shit. Poor guy. I thought that was hilarious as fuck when I saw that. I was like, we're going to keep that just to make fun of him every time. He's like, wow, oh my God, Shills react to El Fiora. My heart goes out to you. Yeah, that's awesome. We got some Beyond the Spider-Verse news. June 18th, 2027. I know that date already because I ain't going to forget it. I'll be there day one. Mortal Kombat comes out May 8th or 18th next month. We're going to watch that. 420 Monday next week. We're going to try to do 4 hours and 20 minutes. We'll try not to get the stream nuked. We're going to watch a concert. I'll let you know which one when you see it because I don't want to spoil it. And what else do we talk about? A Bloodborne. We got Bloodborne, bro. Fuck yeah. We saw the Spider-Man poster, which is AI as shit. One of them looks cool, but the other one is fucking garbage. And Bloodborne, bro. We got fucking Bloodborne movie on the fucking cooker, and I can't fucking wait. Shout out to Jacksepticeye, a YouTuber. Makes me feel like I can do something in my life. If I just wanted to do YouTube, maybe I can actually do something. It'd be great, bro. R-rated, animated Bloodborne. I wouldn't mind an actual legit cinematic Bloodborne, but they'd probably I don't know. I think I'd rather have, if they do Elden Ring right, A24 could have done a lot with a real life Bloodborne, but hey, I'll take an R-rated animated. It's just as good, not bad. We can hope that maybe we get an updated remaster. No, we want an update. We want an update 4K. I'll take a fucking remake. If they remake Bloodborne and make it to where, you know, the 120 frames per second, don't give it to Blue Point. Do it yourself in-house, Sony, and have Miyazaki do it. If we get a fucking Bloodborne remake, imagine how beautiful it would look. The new people that would go fucking test it out, the people that haven't tried it, 20 million at least. Maybe not 30 million like Elden Ring, but definitely 20 million. Definitely. Yo, shout out to everybody that stopped by today. Get your coffee, get back to work. Where is it?
Just finishing up my coffee, and then it's back to work.
I need to make sure I raise the volume on that. I can barely hear that. Thanks for stopping by. Had a good one. If you haven't, subscribe, share, help get out there in the algorithm. I'll see you all next week for Bonfires and Coffee. Before that, I'll see you guys go up the road for when we go out of town this weekend, or more importantly, maybe I'll see you guys Saturday. I'll do a members only stream. So if you haven't, get a member, get a membership, gift a membership, or hopefully somebody can gift you one. Till then, have a great day, everybody. And I'll see y'all next time. Peace. It didn't work. It didn't work.